Ten Voda owns the pole position slot here at Circuit Monza in Italy. For the last 3 visits here in 2021, he started on pole position, and here for race 12 of this 16 race season, once again he occupies that #1 slot. Hello everybody, we are at Monza in Italy for the 2nd time this year. We came here back in June. We are here again. A last-minute change to the calendar means that we are here for a 2nd time. You can see the air temperature is 19 degrees. You can also see track conditions are wet. This was forecast yesterday. We had a lovely dry circuit and one of the best races of the year for Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Today, we have had a lot of rain, a lot of thunderstorms. You can see the starting grid. Larry Ten Voda, Arjen Guven, Lauren Heinrich, Leon Köhler and Bastian Buus all starting on wet weather tyres, but keep an eye on Jukka Hunkavori starting 6th on dry tyres. Jesse Van Kooyk and Rudy Van Buren. Van Buren also on slicks. Christopher Zirkling, Luke Hartog and Maurice Schöring alongside Lucas Grunewald on row 6 of the grid. Dan Van Kooyk and Fabio Cisignola, Julian Hanses, Rudolf Rien, with Carlos Rivas, our leading Pro-Am driver, alongside the visiting Philip Sager, Kim Hauschild, Bashar Mardini, Ahmad Al-Shahab and Jan-Erik Sluten, with Georgi Donchev and Sandro Kaibak at the back of the grid with Christoph Lange and Holger Harmsen. So yesterday, Larry Ten Voda started on pole position, but the championship leader did not have it his own way, because that man there in 2nd place on the grid for this race beat him off the line. Arjen Guven coming home to take the win and closing in on that championship lead. 23 points is what separates Arjen Guven from Larry Ten Voda. The top 4 in the championship line up in that order on the grid. You can see from your display on the screen there, 2 formation laps and a reduced race time. We would normally have a 13-minute race time, down to 26 minutes. As I've mentioned already, we had a lot of rain and some very heavy thunderstorms this morning. Oh, it was like the end of the world, it really was. The lightning was all around. The previous races today have all been running in very wet conditions. The track is drying out a little bit. The rain is not falling at the moment, but there are an awful lot of storms around just to the south of us. We're about 15 kilometers northeast of Milan, and just a little bit to the south there is a lot of thunder and lightning, and it is heading this way. Now, whether it will arrive within the next 26 minutes plus 1 lap remains to be seen, but that has really thrown a bit of a curveball for these drivers here at Circuit Monza. So we are at Autodromo Nazionale di Monza, to give it its correct name, a circuit that has 11 turns, 7 to the right and 4 to the left. It is the fastest circuit on the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany calendar at 5.793 kilometers around. That equates to about 3.6 miles. Now there's the 28 car of Christoph Lange, and you can see he's into the pits for a tyre change. It is very much about strategy, wet weather tyres or slicks, and it really is quite a gamble. There's another one, Ahmad Al-Shahab, into the pits as well, although that's looking a little bit more than a tyre change. Looks like there might be some issues there for that car. So just to remind you, the front 5 cars on the grid are starting this race on wet weather tyres. Rudy Van Buren, who's 8th on the grid, is on slicks, as is Christopher Zirkling, who starts 9th. And Christopher Zirkling, who has been doing a rain dance all weekend because he loves these wet weather conditions, is one to keep an eye on. So from P9 on the grid. Also mentioned Bastian Buus, who starts 5th on the grid. A great qualifying session from him, and he will be looking to improve on his best finish of 5th place this season. So yesterday it was Lauren Heinrich who led much of the race, and he locked up a wheel, having hit a bump in the track in the latter parts of the race, and opened up a gap that allowed Guven through. Lauren Heinrich, who celebrates his 20th birthday today. You saw him just flashing through your screen there. He starts 3rd on the grid. He is 3rd in the championship hunt. 4th is the white car that you've just seen, the number 77 of Leon Köhler. He starts 4th on the grid, and he is 4th in the championship. So the cars have been working hard to get heat into the tyres and into the brakes. Larry Tenforder, our pole sitter, looked at times to be running away with the championship. It wasn't what he wanted yesterday. He was having all sorts of problems with the setup, particularly with the rear end of the car. Came home, and what for him is a fairly lowly 4th place, so a non-podium finish for our championship leader. Guven is closing in, 23 points behind on that championship lead, and Larry Tenforder really wants to get off the line and get into that first corner first of all, and get his championship challenge back, or his championship lead extended that little bit further. There's Carlos Rivas, he's our leading Pro-Am driver. He is in fact the most successful Pro-Am driver in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany history. Jan-Erik Sloten bringing up the rear of the grid. He's down in 22nd place. And now the cars are there. Windscreen wipers are running because there's an awful lot of spray around. The track has drying lines. This really is going to be very much about tyres, about strategy, about keeping it on the track. The 5 red lights are out and we are go. And a great start from Ayhancan Guven, exactly what he needed to do. He got traction off the line. And it's now a drag race towards the Variante di Rettifiglio, and Larry Tenforder not having it his way because Ayhancan Guven, but look at Lauren Heinrich. Heinrich, who very nearly came through, but he goes off into the runoff area. So Heinrich going wide. The rest of the cars bumping through. There's another car that's gone wide as well that looked like Julian Hanses. So Lauren Heinrich rejoins the race in 2nd place. It's Ayhancan Guven who leads the way. And Larry Tenforder once again beaten off the line. Ayhancan Guven who leads. So here we come, another car, and that's looks like Leon Köhler going deep, and another of the Team GP Elite cars, and Ayhancan Guven goes, and Lauren Heinrich goes spinning. So we saw Lauren Heinrich spinning in the back of your picture. So all sorts of drama. It's Guven who leads from Larry Tenforder, Leon Köhler, Bastian Buus. A great start from him up into 4th place. So fairly chaotic opening lap here. So we continue through with Guven leading the way, just looking to see, and Heinrich, you can see, a long way down the order now. So we have 24.5 minutes of this race. Ayhancan Guven leading the way from Larry Tenforder, Leon Köhler, Bastian Buus. And that looks like the number 11 of Morris. Is that Morris Schuring? That's a long way up for him if that is. We'll see as they cross the line. One of the Team GP Elite cars. Certainly a very, very lively opening lap. And it's Ayhancan Guven who has got that drag into the first corner and leads the way. There's Carlos Rivas in the number 6 car, our leading Pro-Am driver. And he is the most successful driver, most successful Pro-Am driver in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany history. And yes, it was Morris Schuring who made it up into 5th place. So a great start from the youngest driver ever in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. Right, here comes Ayhancan Guven, Larry Tenforder on his back bumper. Then it's Leon Köhler, Bastian Buus, Morris Schuring, Fabio Citignola, Jesse van Koik, and Lucas Grunewald, and Carlos Rivas also made a lightning start. So the drivers really adapting well to these wet conditions. So the windscreen wipers are running. It doesn't look as though there is any rain falling at the moment. This is very much about tyre strategy. Guven leading the way, but now Larry Tenforder looking to make up for lost time. He looks to the outside of Guven. Guven moves across to block him, and there's was that a little bit of contact from Larry Tenforder? Certainly Guven getting a little bit sideways in the corner. He holds on to the lead. Larry Tenforder looking to the left, looking to the right. The lead 2 breaking away from Leon Köhler. Köhler, who has Bastian Buus for company, but our focus very much on this lead battle. It's Ayhancan Guven, the man who is closing in on Larry Tenforder's championship lead. He wants to stop the rot as soon as he possibly can. And here he is, filling the mirrors of Ayhancan Guven. Larry Tenforder has once again seen his pole position disappear at the start of the race. And Guven leads from Larry Tenforder. Then it's Leon Köhler, Bastian Buus looking very eager, and there's some debris on the track from an earlier incident. Guven just goes to the side of that, doesn't want to run through that and cut a tyre. But really impressive stuff from some of these young drivers as well, especially Bastian Buus, who looks to the inside of Leon Köhler. So Bastian Buus looking to pick off another place. That will be third place. So will Bastian Buus be able to get his first podium ever in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany? They run side by side along the pit straight. Leon Köhler just with his nose in front. He moves across, but Bastian Buus has the line into the corner, and it's Bastian Buus, incredible driving through into third place. And Leon Köhler drops down one, and now into the clutches of Maurice Schöring. And Maurice Schöring looking to score his best result ever. And that's the car going straight on. So Guven leads the way. I'm not sure it was who went straight on, but it's Guven who leads for Larry Tenforder, Bastian Buus, Leon Köhler, and Köhler's got it all wrong as well. So Köhler goes into the runoff area. We're looking at a replay of the start. I'm interested to see what's happened to Köhler. You can see from the start that Ayhancan Guven, like a rat up a drain pipe as those lights went off, and Lauren Heinrich, a very bold move around the outside of the Variante to Rettifiglio. I'm not sure that was ever going to stick, and then he has to weave his way through those blocks and was able to rejoin. Now this is Leon Köhler, who went wide, and there's one of the GP Elite cars that also went spinning, and that was Heinrich getting it all wrong on the corner. It looked like he'd gone into the fence, but actually he had kept it out of trouble, put it in gear and rejoined fairly quickly as another car in the background went spinning. We're back to real time now. There's that bit of debris still in the track as Ayhancan Guven leads from Larry Tenforder. Bastian Buus with a great move past Leon Köhler, but Köhler is looking to get back. Maurice Schöring is just in the background, as is Fabio Chitignola and Jesse van Kooyk. Lucas Groeneveld, Carlos Rivas, the leading Pro-Am driver, having a great run of things in 9th place. And Lauren Heinrich rounding out the top 10. So along the pit straight we come again to complete another lap. Larry Tenforder, has he got anything for Ayhancan Guven? He has seen his championship lead nibbled away by the Turkish driver. And once again, Guven looking to make it 2 out of 2 this weekend. So a couple of the GP Elite cars running together on the circuit. That's the 26 of Jesse van Kooyk and Lucas Groeneveld. Jesse van Kooyk in 7th place. And Lauren Heinrich celebrating his 20th birthday today in 10th place, closing in on Carlos Rivas. And Heinrich, who looked as though he was going to win this race yesterday, up until about 5 minutes to go of the race, and locked up that wheel, under braking, allowed Guven through, and Guven really hasn't looked back ever since, has he? Now, can he hold on to this pressure from our championship leader? Because Larry Tenforder is matching his every move. There's the number 46 of Fabio Chitignola, and he is having a very good race in P6, one of the talent pool drivers, Jesse van Kooyk, in the number 26 car. But our focus very much on this lead battle. It was 0.6 of a second when they crossed the line, but Larry Tenforder is eating that away. Now, this is going to be very much about tyre preservation as well. To remind you, the front 5 cars started on wet weather tyres. You can see that piece of debris really is forcing the drivers to move to a side of the track to avoid running through it. Bastian Buus enjoying a really good race here. So Bastian Buus in 3rd place, and he's a driver who has really impressed here in his first year in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. One of the great drivers for Allied Racing, as Ayhancan Guven comes through again. Larry Tenforder looking closer and closer, bumping over the curbs. So here's Lauren Heinrich, he's caught up with Carlos Rivas. Rivas in P9. Lauren Heinrich looking to work his way through. He sees a gap on the inside, and Lauren Heinrich pulls alongside. And the number 92 car takes that position away. To remind you, there are several championships running within this race. We have the overall Drivers' Championship, which has been led by that man there in second place, Larry Tenforder. There's the Rookie Championship, and our leading rookie driver is Bastian Boos in third place, and there is a Pro-Am Championship, and our leading Pro-Am driver is Carlos Rivas, who is in 10th place. But this is the race lead. Larry Tenforder lining up Ian Changuven. He was very dissatisfied with the setup of his car for race 1 of the weekend yesterday. They've been making adjustments overnight as they head towards the Variante Ascari chicane. Larry Tenforder matching Ian Changuven's every move. We're looking at a replay, and you could see a completely different line by Guven and Larry Tenforder, and Bastian Boos, that was a very different line from him. He holds on to that third place. And you can see that Ian Changuven goes deep into the corner. Larry Tenforder taking a much tighter line out of the Parabolica onto the pit straight. Now, can he pick up a slipstream and make a move into the Variante di Rettifilo chicane? Here we come along the pit straight, under braking. The teams are looking on. It's Guven who continues to lead this race as we head towards the halfway point. Larry Tenforder still in second place, and Bastian Boos goes straight on. He picks it all up and rejoins, and it doesn't look as though he has lost too much ground in doing that. If the race stewards decides that he's gained an advantage, he might pick up a penalty, but it doesn't look as though he has gained an advantage from that. But look at this for a battle for the lead. It's first and second in the championship, but the second place is first and the first place is second. Is Ian Changuven leading the way? He bumps over the curbs. Larry Tenforder thinks he sees a sniff of the lead. He moves to the side. Guven, under braking, moves across to try and block him. So Larry Tenforder almost pushing Guven around the corner. They run side by side. Still is Guven who leads the way. The Turkish driver putting up with immense pressure from Larry Tenforder. Bastian Boos in the background just waiting for these two. If they get together, he's going to be there and he's going to be through. So Ian Changuven still leading the way. Larry Tenforder matching his every move, keeping the pressure on, trying to force him into a mistake. Looking at a replay here, and you can see taking an awful lot of curb and going deep into the corner. And Larry Tenforder almost pushing him round. You could see that Guven went across to shut the door. And you can see what a tense business this is for the teams as they look on in the pit lane. It's Guven who continues to lead this race. He's looking for his 4th win of the year. He got his 3rd yesterday. Larry Tenforder leads the championship with 5 wins. In the background is Bastian Boos looking for his 1st win in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, and in 4th place Leon Köhler, who's also won a race this year. But Guven in the Iron Force Racing sponsored Porsche 911 GT3 Cup car, bouncing across the curves. Larry Tenforder matching his every move. They've broken away from 3rd place. It's just the front two running together. Guven goes deep into the corner. Larry Tenforder to the inside. But Guven has the faster line around the corner. How much longer can he hold this off? And what state are those wet weather tyres going to be in as we reach the last 13 minutes plus 1 lap of this race? Here comes Tenforder once again, relentless attacking the Dutch driver, putting the pressure on as he moves to the inside of Guven. Guven once again slamming the door. Larry Tenforder has to back out of it. So something of a dry line starting to appear on the track, and soon these drivers are going to be looking for the wet patches to cool the tyres. Ian Changuven can see Larry Tenforder moving to the left, moving to the right. He looks to the outside, no way to get through there. Ian Changuven continues to lead this race from Larry Tenforder. incredible pressure. The man who started second in this race was second in the championship, leads the way. Larry Tenforder, the driver who almost owned the Monza circuit up until yesterday, in second place, looking like the quicker of the two. And you do wonder if he can get past Ayhancan Guven, how quickly he would open up a gap. Guven doesn't want to find that out. He is going to do all that he can to hold the number 25 car behind him. Along the pit straight they come. Now Larry Tenforder picking up the tow as they head past the pits towards turn one, the Variante de Rettifilo. Tenforder looks to the outside, under braking. Guven still very much under control. What he doesn't want to do is lock a wheel, miss a braking point, or go straight on and hand that position to Larry Tenforder. But Guven is not a man who is easily hassled. The gap, absolutely nothing between these two cars. Once again, taking a very different line into the corner. Larry Tenforder looking to the outside, to the inside, doing all that he can to distract Guven. And still the lead remains in the hands of Ayhancan Guven. The Turkish driver moves across to block Larry Tenforder. Larry Tenforder darts back to the outside into the corner. And now Guven goes really deep into the corner, comes out, but still he's in the lead. Bastien Boost looks to be closing in on the lead duo at the moment. What an amazing battle this is. Ayhancan Guven leading the way from Larry Tenforder. So here they come, down the hill, under braking for Variante Ascari. It's Ayhancan Guven who leads the way from Larry Tenforder. Bastien Boost in third place, Leon Köhler, Maurice Schuring having a great race in fifth. Once again, that piece of debris just in the way, stopping any potential move on that bit of the track. So, Larry Tenforder looking to the inside as we cut away and look at a replay. And you can see just how close first and second are, avoiding the puddles on the side of the track, out of the parabolica and down the pit straight. The fastest lap of the race, Bastien Boost. So Bastien Boost is closing on the lead duo. So can the very impressive talent pool driver do anything about this? That is going to give Larry Tenforder a real headache if Bastien Boost gets involved. Because if Bastien Boost closes in, any move that Larry Tenforder could see him relegated further down the grid. And let's not discount Leon Köhler, who is having a solid race in fourth place. Maurice Schuring in fifth. Fabio Citignola in sixth, and Lauren Heinrich coming back into seventh place. Jesse Van Kooyk in eighth, and Lucas Grunewald in ninth, and then it's Carlos Rivas in 10th place. This lead battle has been raging on all race long. We've still got a little over 8.5 minutes plus one lap. Can Ayhancan Guven hold off the incredible pressure that Larry Tenforder is piling on? But look at Bastien Boost. His best result of the year so far has been a fifth place. And he's got eyes on the winner this race, you know. Bastien Boost closing in on the lead battle. So Larry Tenforder needs to find a route past Ayhancan Guven quickly, because before too long, the number 99 Allied Racing Porsche is going to be up with him. So Ayhancan Guven leading the way. Lauren Heinrich, now the fastest man on the track, but he is down in P7. And Heinrich, who is third in the Drivers' Championship, looking to repair some of the damage from that earlier spin. There's a replay of an earlier incident. Guest driver for this weekend, Philip Saga in the Nebulous Racing by Huber in the Pro-Am category. A little bit of rallycross for him. And now we're back on the leaders. It's still Guven. It's still Larry Tenforder. What else can he do to get past that car that has been in front of him for the whole of this race? It was Guven who got the jump at the green flag. And Larry Tenforder has been staring at the back of the number 53 Phoenix Racing Porsche for the entire race. And now he's got Bastian Buus in his rearview mirror as well. Leon Köhler also closing in. The first 4 cars running together on the track. This is what Porsche Carrera Cup Germany racing is all about. Amazing stuff. Ayhancan Guven goes across the rumble strips and a little bit off the circuit. He doesn't lose any positions. Now, the race steward will be looking at that. Now Bastian Buus is up with Larry Tenforder. Tenforder to the inside, so did that run off the track cause Ayhancan Guven to lose pace? The 2 cars bouncing off each other, and it's Tenforder who's through. Larry Tenforder finally finding a route past Ayhancan Guven. And not a moment too soon, because Bastian Buus was rushing to get involved, but now Leon Köhler in 4th place, closing in on Bastian Buus. Here are the 1, 2, 3, 4 in this race. Maurice Schuring in 5th place. Also in the back of your picture is Larry Tenforder, who's taken the lead with a little over 6 minutes plus 1 lap remaining. Ayhancan Guven, has he taken too much out of those tyres too early on? He's in 2nd place. Bastian Buus in 3rd, coming under pressure from Leon Köhler. The first 4 cars running nose to tail. So Larry Tenforder not pulling away from Ayhancan Guven that quickly. Has Guven got anything to get past the number 25 car? So here's a replay. You could see that Guven had gone wide earlier on. The 2 cars, a puff of smoke as they bounce off each other. And it was Larry Tenforder who came through in the GP Elite Porsche to take the lead of this race. We've got 5.5 minutes plus 1 lap remaining. Fantastic entertainment both days from Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, and maybe this is not over yet. You can see Larry Tenforder taking an awful lot of curb. The back end of the car steps out, and Ayhancan Guven is looking to return the compliment. He looks to the outside of Larry Tenforder. Guven not one for settling back on his laurels and allowing Larry Tenforder to pull away. So Guven is now putting the heat onto the number 25 car. Can he get back into the lead of this race? Here are the first 5. Brilliant stuff. Larry Tenforder leads, Ayhancan Guven 2nd. There's Bastian Buus, always impressive in the number 99 car. You can see a replay. Larry Tenforder bumps across the curb. The car goes deep into the chicane, and he picks up a load more curb. Ayhancan Guven really onto his back bumper, and if Larry Tenforder makes even the slightest mistake, you just know that Guven is going to be through. So here comes Tenforder, our race leader. Brilliant stuff. Back marking car, is that Philip Sager just moving out of the way. And Larry Tenforder, Guven, Bastian Buus, the 1, 2, 3, Leon Köhler. A podium is not out of the question, and Maurice Schuring is also potentially in this too, especially if any of these lead cars get together. There's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Schuring closing in on the 4 cars that lead the way past that bit of debris that has been there all race long. Larry Tenforder deep into the corner, and Ayhancan Guven can't find a route through. Leon Köhler looks to the outside of Bastian Buus. Bastian Buus out of the parabolica, still holding on to 3rd place, but now Köhler has the slipstream as they run past the pits in towards the Variante de Rettifilo chicane under braking. And Leon Köhler just poking his nose out, having a little look. I don't think he can make it stick, just trying to pressure Bastian Buus into making a mistake and possibly going straight on. Practically pushing each other around the corner, and Larry Tenforder has managed to open up just a little bit of breathing space. Lauren Heinrich, in the meantime, has found a route past Fabio Citignola. So Heinrich is up into 6th place, behind Maurice Schuring. But the first 5 running very much together in one shot. A little bit of rain in the air. We had a shower that started in race 2 the last time we were here at Monza, and that really threw a cat amongst the pigeons. And I should think Larry Tenforder wants it just to stay dry for another 2.5 laps, 2.5 minutes plus 1 lap, so that he can bring this thing home and extend his championship lead. Sebastian Busch looking under a lot of pressure from Leon Köhler. Are we going to see Sebastian Busch pick up his first podium in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany? Or is Leon Köhler going to find a route past? Leon Köhler, who won at the Red Bull Ring back in June, is very eager to get onto the third step of the podium, if not better. Sebastian Busch doing all that he can to fend him off. You can see Maurice Schuring, he had a wretched day yesterday, was thoroughly fed up and had a non-finish, having got together with Fabio Gignola. As once again Leon Köhler looks to the outside of Sebastian Busch, but Maurice Schuring really wanting to get the Rookie Championship Challenge back on track. To remind you, Schuring is the youngest driver ever in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany and has done nothing but impress throughout this season. So Larry Tenforder, he's opened up a bit of a gap at the front from Chen Guven. Has Guven given it all that he's got? Has he got anything else to offer? It doesn't look as though he's got anything else he can bring to Larry Tenforder. The question is, can Sebastian Busch make a move past Chen Guven? Second, third, fourth and fifth running together on the track. Larry Tenforder has broken clear, about 1.5 seconds clear of Guven in second place. Our leading rookie, Sebastian Busch, in third. And again, Guven bouncing across the curbs. And Sebastian Busch matching his every move. You can see the dry patches appearing on the track. This was very much a tyre strategy race, and it looked like the wet weather tyres were the way forwards, because Christopher Zirkling is down in 17th place. He took a gamble. He had started 9th. He started on slick tyres. It hasn't paid off. This was a wet weather tyre race, and it doesn't look like the track has come to them. But having said that, Zirkling has now finally found some pace, but it's too little too late. He's the fastest driver on the track, but he's way down in 17th place. Those slick tyres have come on just a little bit too late into this race. As the clock is about to strike zero, look how wide Leon Köhler is going as he looks to find a route past the second place car. And you can see the back-marking car going the other side of that debris. That has been there. That's a running story, isn't it? Chen Guven in second, Sebastian Busch. Leon Köhler looking to the outside, but still Sebastian Busch holds on. We have another lap to go still on this race. It's Larry Tenforder who starts the final lap of the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany here at Monza. It's Chen Guven in second, Sebastian Busch in third. Leon Köhler is winding himself up for one last challenge for a step on the podium. He moves to the outside into the chicane, and he's done it. Dragging past Sebastian Busch, but he carries too much speed in. Sebastian Busch carries on in third place. Now surely Leon Köhler is going to have to give that position back, because he's gone straight on. He's wound his way through the bollards. The race steward will surely decide that he gained an advantage by going straight on. You can see how wide he went into the runoff gravel trap, just keeping the car pointing in the right direction. So Leon Köhler currently in third place, but surely Sebastian Busch is going to have to retake that position from him, because he gained that advantage in the runoff area, and very wisely Köhler moves across. Sebastian Busch gives him a little bit of a tap on the way past. Thank you very much, I'll be having that, thank you very much. It's the final podium position that's up for grabs, and now Maurice Schuring has used all of that to close in on Leon Köhler, so maybe Schuring has got his eyes on fourth place. Sebastian Busch in third. Here comes our leader for the final time of asking, Larry Tenforder. He made it past Chen Guven, and he's opened up quite a gap, about 3.5 seconds in the closing stages of this race. Guven, a solid the final part of this circuit, leading the way. Sebastian Busch is going to make that Porsche 911 GT3 car as wide as possible to hold on to that position. Larry Tenforder doesn't need to do that, because he sees the checkered flag in front of him. He exits the parabolica to win race 2 of the weekend. Second, Chen Guven, and Sebastian Busch. What a drive from the young driver, picking up his first podium of the season in third place ahead of Leon Köhler. Maurice Schuring, Lauren Heinrich doing well to recover from that early spin. on his birthday, coming home in 6th place. Fabio Signola in 7th. And it's Lucas Groeneveld, Jesse van Kooijk. And then Carlos Rivas in 10th place. Good result from him, Carlos Rivas. And 10th place, his highest position on the road this year so far. He leads the Pro-Am Championship. But what a fantastic battle. We thought yesterday's race was good. Today's race, just as good. The rain held off, but it was very much about tyres. Christopher Zirkling finished in 15th place. Rudy van Buren and Yuka Honkavori were also on the slick tyres. Yuka Honkavori, as we see celebrations in the pits. Yuka Honkavori coming home in 20th place, and Rudy van Buren in 16th. So the slick runners not making the right choice for the conditions. It was always going to be a bit of a gamble. And if it had paid off, Christopher Zirkling could well have won this race. But sadly, for him, it was not to be. Larry Tenforder, who had seen his championship lead narrowed yesterday as a result of a 4th place, comes back to win race 2 of the weekend. It's race 12 of a 16-race season. There is your provisional result for Team GP Elite. Is Larry Tenforder from Iron Chenkuven. Bastian Boos, congratulations on his first podium ahead of Leon Kerler, Maurice Schuring, Lauren Heinrich, Fabio Signola, Lucas Groeneveld, Jesse van Kooijk and Carlos Rivas. Rudolf Rien in 11th, Kim Hauschild. Luke Hartog having a relatively quiet race by him. We haven't even mentioned him yet in the Black Falcon Team Techstar car. And Dan van Kooijk in 14th place. Luke Hartog, the fastest lap of the race though. Christopher Zirkling, Rudy van Buren, Georgi Donchev, Jan-Erik Sluten in 18th. Julian Hanses, another driver, a little bit off the pace. Yuka Honkavori, Sandra Kaibach, Christoph Langer, Bashar Mardini, Holger Harmsen, Philip Sager and Ahmad Al-Shihab. And you do wonder whether some of those cars, like Luke Hartog, were running on slick tyres. And that was probably, including Julian Hanses, we would guess, why they have fallen down the order. It's a gamble. It was always going to be about tyres. When we pulled back the curtain this morning and saw the flashes of the lightning and the rain pouring down, we knew this was going to be a race all about tyres. And the wet weather tyres on that number 25 car brought the Team GP Elite Porsche with Larry Tenforder at the wheel home to win yet again. Larry Tenforder picking up his 6th race win of the season. Aichen Guven for Phoenix Racing in 2nd place. But big congratulations to Bastian Boos on his 3rd place. Brilliant driving from the number 99 car.
Never give up.
Never give up, absolutely. Larry Tenforder once again strengthening his position at the top of the championship, and Bastian Boos delighted with that 3rd place for Allied Racing, and we couldn't be happier for him. The driver who has been there or thereabouts all season, a couple of 5th places had been his best at the Red Bull Ring. So picking up a podium position, that will feel very good for the young driver, 17 years old. He only passed his driving test back in August of this year. One of the real chargers coming through, one of the talent pool drivers. And there are 8 young drivers who are in the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany talent pool. They're coached and mentored by Wolf Hensler, who does a great job. And a really good batch of drivers coming through the ranks this year. Impressing no end. And Bastian Boos, remember at Oschersleben, where he collected that wheel that was bouncing down the track. That didn't slow him down. Nothing's going to slow him down. The rain didn't. And he's come home to pick up his first podium of the season. 2nd place, Bastian Boos. It's 3rd place, Bastian Boos. 2nd place, Iron Chenkuven, Phoenix Racing. Yesterday's winner, a 1st and a 2nd, a great points haul. He goes out of this weekend closer to the championship lead to that when he came in. But there is the points leader. He started on pole position. He didn't have it all his own way. He had to work incredibly hard to bring it home for the race win. It's Larry Tenforder who once again will take the top step of the podium. It's been so good to be back here at Monza, the second time this year. It was not originally on the calendar. Sadly, we lost the Nürburgring because of the dreadful floods that were across Germany and much of Europe, and a return to Monza was decided as a replacement, and it's good to be back here again for our 4th race of the season here. Prior to this weekend and prior to June, we hadn't been here for 30 years, so suddenly we're back at the Temple of Speed again, and a very entertaining track, providing very entertaining racing. And Mr. Monza, who up until now pretty much owned this place, and he clinched the Porsche Mobil 1 Super Cup here just 2 weeks ago. Larry Tenforder once again occupying the top step of the podium. Here's a few highlights from the race. We'll be back with the podium shortly. So the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany offers absolute entertainment, pure racing. And here at Monza, they have thoroughly entertained. 3rd place, Bastian Buus, taking his spot on the podium. Ian Chenguven to the 2nd spot on the podium, but Larry Tenforder will be mightily relieved. Yesterday, the setup was not right on the Team GP Elite Porsche 911 car, but now he stands for the national anthem. So as the national anthem fades out, once again, Larry Tenforder occupying the top step of the podium for the 6th time this season. A trophy to Bastian Buus. Big congratulations to him. A great and mature drive in difficult conditions. Ian Chenguven keeping his championship very much on track as he tracks down Larry Tenforder. But that man is going to take a bit of stopping. We've got 4 more races left this season. As Team GP Elite also pick up a trophy for the winning team. We head to the Sachsenring just next weekend for another 2 races running anti-clockwise. And then it all comes to a close on the 22nd and the 24th of October at the Hockenheim Ring. Will Larry Tenforder continue his charge at the top of the championship, or will Ian Chenguven have something to say about that? Or will Lauren Heinrich close in and steal it all away? Join us next weekend at the Sachsenring to find out for races 13 and 14 of the 16 race season. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.